Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Earthmaster here. August 16, 2017, 9:22 p.m. here on the West Coast in California. A little bit of earthquake activity to report out there tonight. Quite a few deep earthquakes out there around the Fiji Islands area. Taking a look here on the earthquake 3D globe. Which is a combination of M2.5 and above from the USGS, and also M2.5 and above from the EMSC. So a combination of both earthquake agencies. Shows quite a few deep earthquake movements around the southern section, southwest section, and the southeast section of the Pacific Plate. Taking a look over here on the west side, you can see quite a few fours there over around the Fiji Islands region at about 600 kilometers below the surface of the Earth, just on these two earthquakes right here in the Fiji Islands region. So some deep movement going on the southwest corner of the Pacific Plate. Also over here near South America, along the southeast corner, shows quite a bit of activity as well, and basically in layers. You can see these rings indicating the depth of how far the earthquake is below the surface of the Earth, and it's kind of layered right there. You can see one on top of another, indicating some deeper movement within that specific area. Looks like Oklahoma had a 3.4 just a little bit ago near the town of Hennessy, Oklahoma, at a depth of 10.3 kilometers below the surface of the Earth. That earthquake is. So a little bit of activity going on out there right now. Definitely active along the southern section of the Pacific Plate. Now there is a 4.7 up here on the very top of the globe, which is rather interesting there. USGS has it listed at 10 kilometers below the surface, M4.7. But some interesting deep activity out there over the past day. And of course, over here in the Mediterranean region near Greece and Italy, quite a cluster of earthquakes going on right now. I know the USGS, I believe, has this as a 5.1. The EMSC, I believe, is saying it's a 4.7. Take you over here and show you guys this map here real quick. See what I'm looking at. Over here, this is the EMSC website within this region right here. You can see this earthquake right here, M4.7. Like I said, the USGS has it listed as a 5.1, which is a little bit different, but still quite a few earthquakes within this region, quite the cluster. Once again, you can see a 3.4 right here in the vicinity of Hennessy, Oklahoma. That was just occurring. When I last looked, it looked like a couple people had reported it. Right here, did you feel it? Let's see here, a couple people. Tell you what, 3.4, I really don't think I'd be able to feel that. But looks like a couple people felt it out there around Enid, also in Edmond, Oklahoma, and the Oklahoma City metro area. Also Bison, Oklahoma felt it. So rather interesting. Earthquake activity around California. Continuing earthquake activity up around Mammoth Lakes region, which is Long Valley supervolcano. Looking at the data, shows nothing of concern at the moment. Looks like the activity may be dying down. They've only had roughly about 15 earthquakes there today, highest magnitude reaching a 2.7 right here. So not dying down, but calming down compared to what it used to be there a couple weeks ago. Yellowstone overview, just click this here for the most recent data, still shows activity in the ongoing earthquake swarm in Yellowstone National Park. Like I said before in many videos, these little blue spikes and red spikes all indicate earthquake activity. Excuse me. And some of these are really micro-sized earthquakes, talking like 0.1, 0.3, but these here are probably ones, mid ones, possibly a 2. So a little bit of activity going on. Well over 2 months now that the earthquake swarm has been ongoing in the Yellowstone National Park region. So it's a daily thing. I mean, is it going to die down? Is it going to pick up, or is it going to do this till the end of the year? Who knows? It's anybody's guess out there. I was looking at the SolarHam website right here with the most recent solar data. Everything looks good right now. No incoming CMEs, no geomagnetic storms to report. All is fairly quiet at the most part. A little bit of update here from these guys, August 17th. Solar activity on Wednesday was very low despite the presence of expanding sunspot 2671. The region showed new spot formation within the trailing section of the group, including a delta magnetic signature as well. C flares will remain possible during the next 24 hours with a chance of an isolated M flare, which is actually pretty moderate. A high-latitude coronal hole system is expected to skirt past Earth within the next 24 to 48 hours, and a minor G1 geomagnetic storm will be in effect. A storm watch will be in effect. So nothing of too concern at the moment. We'll watch this little guy as it turns towards the Earth. Solar activity has actually been kind of slow within the past year. Actually, it seems like the past 2 years it's been rather slow. But we'll keep an eye on it. See what this little sunspot right here, 2671, does. Anything else that stands out to me here on the globe? Not at the moment. Aside from the deep earthquakes out there in the Fiji Islands region, like I say, I'll bring one of these up and I'll show you guys exactly how deep these earthquakes are. Rather deep. This one in particular is almost 500 kilometers below the surface of the Earth. I did see one. Which one was it? One of these other ones was almost 600 kilometers. Also, this activity over here by Chile and South America region is not as deep, but what interests me is the stacking that's occurring within that vicinity. You can see these stacked earthquakes right here. Try to find a good view. Just one on top of another. Rather interesting there, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that. A little bit of activity down there in Mexico, southern Mexico region. Quite a few 4s. A little 2.2 up here in, what is that, Montana or Idaho region? That's Montana. 2.2, 14 kilometers below the surface there. So nothing too big occurring within the United States region. But like I say, we'll keep watching this and see what the Earth decides to do. I mean, it's just right now it's kind of on a mellow side. And that latest earthquake notification is from a 4.3 right there that just came in from the Indonesia area at a depth of 218 kilometers. So another fairly deep earthquake occurring within this plate zone over here, the Pacific plate, or the actually kind of west of there, but still some action going on over here along the western side. So we shall keep an eye on this, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I try to post out nightly updates and daily updates. There we go, daily updates every day. Occasionally I get caught up during my day job and it really sucks that I can't get on here. But I definitely try to get on here at least once a night. If there is some major earthquake activity going on around the globe, I will jump in no matter what time of day or what time of night and interrupt the live stream to join in the conversation that's going on. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And that's it for the earthquake video tonight. Come on over to the live stream. We are live streaming right now. And yeah, maybe we'll see you there. Alright guys, you have a good night. Earthmaster here, and we are out. Take care.